From the heart of Nigeria to the rest of the continent, welcome to the first annual Regional West Africa Business Leaders Awards 2012.
Hello and welcome to the inaugural All-African Business Leaders Awards. I'm Wale Famrewa. Tonight we celebrate the business leaders making waves in the West African region. But before we get into the proceedings, let's catch up with some of those involved with this event. All right, Roberta, thanks so much for joining us. Can you just share a few thoughts on the importance of this event? This is the inaugural event of the African Business Leaders Awards in West Africa.
Thank you very much, Wale. It's always a pleasure to be here in Nigeria. In terms of the All Africa Business Leaders Awards, CNBC launched the event last year in South Africa. We had the inaugural event, and it was always part of the vision to bring this regionally into East, West, and have a southern leg and culminate into an All Africa Business Leaders Awards. And I think that we started this year for 2012. We started off the award with the launch here in Nigeria, and which obviously looks at the leadership from a West African perspective. So we're very, very excited about it.
Right, and can you just speak to the importance of these recognitions for companies in the West African continent, given where Africa is today, the importance of really just encouraging the business leaders that have led the way in driving economic growth?
Particularly on the African continent, I think we have such fantastic stories to say in terms of leadership, and we at CNBC, we believe that this leadership needs to be rewarded and acknowledged, and that's why CNBC, particularly globally, follows the model of acknowledging and rewarding these leaders.
I think it's a great milestone in the move towards a meritocratic society in Nigeria. I think it encourages leadership and it encourages entrepreneurship, and it was extremely objective in the process itself.
Right, can you just speak about that, the process? I think a lot of people have said today they're a bit surprised that some of the people that have turned out to be winners even turned out to be nominees. Yes. And so can you speak to the process to screen out the people that eventually won?
I think the process was very, very dispassionate and impartial, but we had something in mind. Anytime you look at award shows in Nigeria, they're either governors or bankers. So by default, we said this process was not going to idolize the over-pampered. We looked for something out of the box, something that would encourage people to actually move away from the typical norm of banking and politics to areas of entrepreneurship and leadership, and adding value and creating jobs and creating linkages and shifts in the fundamentals of the economy.
First of all, can you just share your perspective on the significance of an awards like this holding in Lagos, Nigeria?
I thought you listened to my last interview. I did say that if you start to do with production in business, you have all my support, because it will encourage others who are into business to invest in production. And the moment you invest in production, you create employment. I'm not saying that if you're a retailing out entity, you won't create employment, but the volume of employment you create when you produce is by far higher than that you create when you don't produce. And when you do that, you're able to reduce poverty, you're able to reduce crime. And then when you win this kind of award, people are able to appreciate the relevance of the award and encourage you to do more.
I know, for instance, in River State, you're doing quite a bit of transformational work for the economy there. Give us a perspective on the importance of business leaders. Clearly, you are running the politics, you are creating the enabling environment, but the importance of business leaders playing their part in that transformation.
Government must first and foremost try to create an enabling environment for this business to thrive. You must create power, you must ensure there's power, you must ensure there's security and all that. When that happens, it's important that then we take the initiative of investing in those things that does not necessarily have to bring quick money, but will over time would create that enabling environment for the society to thrive and for your business to thrive. I think those are key issues that the investors have to bring in for investment to take place.
All right, thank you very much, Governor. All right, the cream of West Africa's business fraternity is in Lagos, Nigeria, to acknowledge the success of their peers. Let's go inside and see what it's all about.
Honorable Chibuike Rotimi Amechi, Governor of Rivers State, Chairman of the Governors Forum as well, Captains of Industry, the Managing Director of the ABN Group, Ms. Roberta Naidu, honored finalists, ladies and gentlemen, and all members of the press, of course, all protocols observed. Welcome to the first edition of the All Africa Business Leaders Awards, West Africa. I'd like to invite the MD of the ABN Group, and of course she's here to share some insights with us on the growth of the company and just what they've been up to in the last 5 years. Ms. Roberta Naidu, give her a hand.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the second All Africa Business Leaders Awards, and of course our very first here in Nigeria. These awards, ladies and gentlemen, are a natural evolution of CNBC's Global Business Leader Awards. The European Leadership Awards are held annually in March, while the Asian and the Indian Business Leader Awards are held towards the end of the year. Through the All Africa Business Leaders Awards, Africa Business News seeks to recognize those leaders who have stayed ahead of the curve and seen opportunity in the face of challenges and in some cases, adversity. As you all know, 2012 has been a tough year for the global economy, with us in Africa feeling the impact of the European debt crisis, and it follows through from the US and China, the world's largest economies. It has demanded out of all of us precise strategies to shield our companies and an acute awareness to recognize when they haven't worked out and when to re-strategize. Well, tonight we honor those that have navigated these uncertain times best. At CNBC Africa, we report on the performance of your companies from every angle, be they in the private or public domains, analyzing every detail from a strategy that hasn't worked to a regulatory regime hobbling the general operating environment. After more than 5 years reporting on Africa's economies like no other television organization, yes, including the CNN and BBC, we think we now have the history and the credibility to honor African business leaders. Africa is the future, and its future is in its people. So, ladies and gentlemen, to each and every one of you that have made the time to share this important evening with us, I thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Formalities aside, now let's get down to what we're here for tonight, and that's to celebrate business stars amongst us.
And our first category this evening, the Africa Young Business Leader of the Year Award, recognizes professionals under the age of 40 who have reached a significant level of success in their careers and who are also making a difference in the community through their work.
Vision. That's, you're not done yet, but you've done something.
They have done something bold. They've started something that tomorrow could grow into, God knows, the biggest company in their field.
The promise that he holds for the future.
The future is bright, but the present is accomplished.
He's someone to look out for.
So what we were looking for was some meaningful achievement, positive, of it that could serve as a role model for other young people in West Africa.
And the innovation, I must add, has been able to establish a business or turn around a business or manage a business that has impacted society in very fundamental ways.
The winner of the West Africa Young Business Leader Award 2012 is Elikem Nutifafa Kuenyeha, Oxford and Beaumont.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Round of applause for the winner.
I'm obviously very excited, pleasantly surprised. In fact, I am really surprised. I did not expect to win the award, but I'm very grateful to the organizers. It's been a very impressive event. Obviously, it's very stiff competition. To have emerged the winner in my category, it's I'm delighted.
Right, it's great to see young business leaders emerging in West Africa in particular, but can you tell us a bit about what you do? I know you're based in Ghana primarily.
Yes, I actually do a number of things. I'm based in Ghana primarily. My main business is a law firm. So we provide corporate legal advisory services to some of the leading firms that are doing business in Ghana, primarily foreign direct investors who are looking for sound advice across their businesses in Ghana. So that's the primary thing that we do. But I am involved in a number of other organizations in the capacity of a board director. I've been in the petroleum sector and then the insurance sector. And then finally, I also teach. But that's probably my one big passion. I teach entrepreneurship at the undergraduate level at the university in Ghana, and I've just finished writing a book. I just got published last month on entrepreneurship in Ghana.
It's great to have somebody from Ghana. Clearly, there's a lot of talk about what's going on in Ghana. It's one of the fastest growing economies in Africa right now. Talk to us about the entrepreneurial spirit in Ghana and how you've been able to exploit the opportunities in Ghana in particular.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think it probably is the fastest growing economy right now, and it's amazing. Yes, the discovery of oil has transformed our economy. It's brought a lot more opportunities. But even before that, within Ghana has been a country with very stable democracy, the rule of law that actually exists. So that's encouraged a lot of people to come into the economy. It's fairly easy to start a business in terms of red tape and sort of permits that you require and so on. It's very easy, and it's gotten even easier. Successive governments have really targeted the private sector to encourage people like you and me to sort of go into business for ourselves. So that's created a fairly easy environment to do things. Of course, it has some challenges like most African countries, but I think that all the infrastructure is there. It needs improving. The most important resource, I think, human capital, is there in great abundance. A lot of potential, a lot of really bright young men and women who can help power any business to success.
All right, our next category celebrates a woman who exemplifies outstanding leadership in business and who has made a significant difference in the country.
It's like Wimbledon. There will be a ladies singles winner, a men's singles winner. But both of them must play good tennis.
From the perspective of her intellect and her capacity and the courage that she's demonstrated.
End-to-end analysis, that is taking a concept from beginning, conceptualizing it, executing it, and actually monitoring it to completion.
The potential that it has to help, again, impact our economy in very fundamental ways.
I believe in gender equality in the sense that what a man can do, a woman can do better, or a woman can do equally or even better.
And the winner is Funke Opeke, Main One Cable Company. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it feels great to get this recognition for myself and my team, to see that our business is being recognized.
Right, and particularly as a woman, interestingly, today is Women's Day in West Africa. Your thoughts on the significance of you winning this award as a woman today?
Well, I hope it represents an example and that we can be role models for other women, younger women, in terms of what can be accomplished. For women, it's tough to get access to opportunity and then to get the necessary support in order to succeed. Obviously, we've been able to do that at Main One under my leadership, and I trust, and other women are succeeding in business in Africa, and I think it's great that we're being held up as role models for other women in our society.
Right, congratulations to you on that. Maybe a final point on Main One. What next for the company? I understand is the first submarine cable in West Africa.
Yes, we've been in operation 2 years. We believe we've had significant impact in improving internet access in West Africa, and we're continuing to grow that, but we feel we have not achieved enough. We feel all our schools, all businesses, we really should be online. Our tagline has been bridging the digital divide, and so we really want to actualize that for all people in the West African economy.
We're taking a short commercial break right now. When we come back, more from the inaugural All Africa Business Leaders Awards, West Africa.